We're going to open tonight in a public hearing, and the public hearing that was announced over 30 days ago is with regards to an ordinance that we will have in council to authorize and designate a revitalization district within the city of Kenton and Ohio pursuant to the Ohio Revised Code, and gives the section number. Is there anyone here tonight to address council or to state opinions regarding this topic? Any questions at all, concerns? Anyone, any comments from council members or the administration? Let the record show we did have an open public hearing. There was no one present, and if there's nothing further, we'll close that hearing. Now I get to do this again. Oh wow, see. Welcome everyone to City Council meeting. Tonight we have our 18th regular session. We only have 24 regular sessions in a year, so we're getting there. Tonight we will go ahead and begin with roll call.
Joel Althauser.
Present.
Sue Fox Broker.
Present.
David Beasley.
Present.
Steve Walter. Chad Miller.
Present.
Peg Wren.
Present.
At-large vacancy. Robin Jones.
Here.
John Schwimmer. Len Webb.
Here.
Cindy Murray.
Here.
Thank you, Emma. I'd ask all who are able to please stand. We're going to have a prayer and then the Pledge of Allegiance. Heavenly Father, as we gather tonight, we ask for your wisdom and guidance while we deliberate on the matters before us. Grant us clarity of thought and a spirit of cooperation as we work together for the common good. May our discussions be productive and our actions reflect a commitment to the well-being and prosperity of the residents and businesses of Kenton. Inspire us to listen with open minds and to lead with humility and a steadfast vision for the future of our city. Amen.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Again, welcome everyone. We'll try to work through things efficiently and quickly here. But as always, please ask questions if you have them, and we'll make certain to try to get answers. Approval of the prior minutes is next on the agenda. Does anyone have any additions or corrections regarding the minutes from September 8th? Hearing no comments, they'll stand approved as submitted. We do not have anyone on the agenda tonight to address the meeting, so I would just remind anyone that came this evening that would like to address council and the administration, you will be able to do so later on in comments from the public. Communications, I have none. Anyone else? Petitions, I'm not aware of anything in front of us right now, so we'll get on to administrative reports. Chief Musser.
So just to make the council aware, we did bring on a new officer. He is on his first month of FTO, so he's on day shift at the moment. When he moves to second shift, we'll get him up here for introductions. He's not a Hardin County boy, but he's only about 15 minutes away, so pretty close. We have also sponsored, if you will, another gentleman, which is a Hardin County boy who's attending the academy at the moment. Should be graduating in January, and if everything works out, we should be at full strength. Hopefully we stay that way. Officer Rowland just finished his K-9 Academy yesterday with his K-9 partner, so he is out on the road now. And in terms of our We had one budget meeting so far, just myself and Cindy and the auditor. It appears as though things are just pricing things, preliminary, looking at that from a budget sense, it does appear as though, believe it or not, things are costing less than they did even a year ago. So things that were really killing us, like cruisers, ammunition, body cameras, things like this are either steady or, in the case of cruisers and ammunition, they've gone down a little bit. So why that is, I'm not exactly sure. I wouldn't get into it if I were, but it's kind of a relief, actually. I was looking for another, what's a car going to be this year? 80,000, it was 60 last year, so that's good. That's all I have.
Thank you. Thank you, Chief Messer. Let's see, fire, anything from fire tonight?
Chief wanted me to pass along Fire Prevention Week will be the week of October 5th.
Okay.
That will fall where you guys need it.
Right, true.
So,
Thank you. Yeah. Good point.
be busy with the dates. That's what we want to pass that along. So that's it for us.
Okay. Anything with economic development that either of you want to comment on? Don't think we have anything on income taxes. You want to introduce our auditor?
Sure. Please. I'm pleased to introduce Brad Louder for stepping up and really helping out as our new auditor.
Thank you very much. I just wanted to let everybody know that I am filling the term. I was appointed to finish the term. Looking forward to working with you, and thanks for the introduction.
Thank
You
you.
probably know my wife, Colleen O'Connell. You probably know her more than you would know me. She's around here a lot more.
Thank you.
Thanks for being here tonight, Brad.
I can only make the point.
You're good.
Monday, so-
Right. No report from treasurer. John could not be with us tonight, but if something were to come up, we can call him. Safety Service Director, Cindy.
So there is a lot going on this week, so you'll see the crews out striping the roads, maybe. I don't know if the rain's gonna hold off to where they can do that. The private services are gonna start to be installed on North Detroit Street, and the sewer lining project is starting. I drove out there today, and they're all out there, so please use caution when you're driving along Morningside Drive.
Our project.
Oh, that's what that equipment was for.
We don't-
All right, well, thank you, Cindy. Mayor Webb.
The water crew is wrapping up, closing up the pool for this season. And we have a new playground at Horton Park. I don't know if they got in today to put the, they might not have, with the mulch and stuff that has to be put in, so we can't open it up until they get the mulch. But it's a very nice playground, or I don't know what that's called. Play set, slides, I don't know. But Mark Dahl helped us on a grant for that a couple years ago, and it's really nice. So yellow, purple, green, and some orange. But it really stands out, and it's going to look good for Mason's disc golf tournament. So it's I'm pleased that they got that in. And just a reminder, I'm getting a lot of calls, trick or treat. Not too soon to say, October 25th, that's a Saturday, 3 to 5. Well, you don't like it then. You can't say anything either. That's it.
Thank you. We'll move on then to committee reports. Finance had a meeting tonight.
That is true, Mr. President. We
did some preliminary budget discussions, also some other discussions about tonight's legislation, as well as some potential legislation for engineering for some other projects coming up soon. We will be meeting again in 3 weeks, as Chad reminds me. God
Right,
knows.
and that'll be at 6 o'clock
That'll be
before,
at 6 o'clock
to
as
be
well.
October 13th.
Because we'll have 2 more meetings after that. We'll have to present a budget to this august body for 2026.
Okay, any questions for Mr. Beasley? I don't think MOP has met, any kind of report? And no plans to meet, nothing on the horizon, okay. Public utilities,
They meet October 15th.
all right. Streets, alleys, sidewalks,
24th at 3:30.
and then finally legislation, codes and regulations. 4:30 after streets, okay. We'll move on. Do any council members who have an individual appointment have anything to report?
I have a Park and Rec meeting.
Okay.
We met in September 10th, and the merry-go-round will be taken down at Pioneer Park over the winter and will be painted and put up next spring. Murray Park has a brand new basketball court. If you haven't seen it, it looks great. The backboards and the poles will be painted by CNY Painting.
They are.
They are painted, okay. Morton Park, like Lynn said, has new playground equipment, and the Mason Bloom Disc Golf Tournament will be held there on October 11th. We had some pump problems at the pool, and they've been corrected, and they were given some ideas, the Park and Rec Board were given some ideas of things to maybe request for the capital budget for 2026. And that was pretty much it.
Be careful.
And I would just, BKP met a week ago tonight, very quick meeting. I think we were done in about 15 minutes. Nothing of a lot of significance going on with the BKP board at this time. Anyone else?
Can I add
Yes.
something? So, the legislation, codes and regulations on this Wednesday, if you could be here earlier, that would be great, because I think you'll probably be the only one that we have for streets, alleys, and sidewalks.
That might be just a little late.
Okay.
So you want it at 3:30 then instead
Yes,
of 4:30?
that's okay, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, any old business, new business? Let's get right into legislation then. Several items on first reading. And I'll just make a general statement. We do have a couple things in there that have an asterisk. Obviously, you all can count. We only have 5 people here tonight. But as we talk through those, Cindy's going to bring up if she thinks that we absolutely have to figure out a way to meet within the next 3 weeks on either of those. And we can hash that out. So, Emma?
Ordinance number 25-015, an ordinance to authorize and designate a revitalization district within the city of Kenton, Ohio pursuant to the Ohio Revised Code, section 4301.81.
Of course, that was a public hearing topic. Anyone have questions on this? I think you're all up to speed on it. It's a good thing we already have interest in it, so.
Yes, yes.
Okay, then, if there's no objections, we'll read that again in 3 weeks, a second time. Next.
Ordinance number 25-016, an ordinance providing for additional appropriations and for transferring funds for the year 2025 for the city of Kenton, Ohio, and declaring an emergency.
Was gone over pretty much in depth at finance. I don't know, David, if you want to talk about it anymore?
I don't know that there's anything here that we didn't, if this legislation passes after a second read or even third read, we should have sufficient funds to carry us through to that point as we see it today, presuming that we get this passed. And this goes through.
And I think we would all agree if administration, auditor's office, if you guys find something to the contrary, get a hold of us right away and we'll try to come up with a special meeting. Yeah. Yep. Is that fair enough?
Yes, I'm hoping that come next meeting, we'll be able to, We can hold off until the next meeting. But
Okay.
I'd like to get those computers that are,
Hopefully, at the conclusion of tonight, we will have appointed a new member of the EAP.
okay.
And we do have interviews with two people unless you all do not choose one of them, but we,
Who knows? I've seen this other character before.
so we'll get those interviews done as quickly as possible. And the positive thing, we will have, regardless, right now, we're only filling one spot, but we will have interviewed two viable candidates where you have the interviews done. So, all right, so if there are no objections to that, we'll read that again in 3 weeks. Emma?
Resolution number 037-25, a resolution authorizing the mayor and/or safety service director of the city of Kenton, Ohio, to enter into an agreement with the Ohio Rural Community Assistance Program to complete a utility rate study for water, sewer, and storm, and declaring an emergency.
Again, that was talked about quite a bit, or a little bit, in finance. Same situation. Anyone have questions on that? In preparation, so it goes without saying, in preparation for 3 weeks from now, if you do, please seek out the administration or a finance committee member and talk to them. And also, please, if there is any thought that you might not be here in 3 weeks for the meeting, please get a hold of me sooner rather than later. Okay, no objections, we'll read that again in 3 weeks. No, nothing up for second reading, we do have something for third reading.
Resolution number 036-25, a resolution accepting the amounts and rates as determined by the Budget Commission and authorizing the necessary tax levies and certifying them to the county auditor.
One of those things we do every year, any questions?
Mr. President, I move to the adoption of resolution number 036-25.
It's been moved and seconded by David and Sue, any discussion?
Sue Fox Broker,
Yes.
David Beasley,
Yes.
Chad Miller,
Yes.
Peg Wren,
Yes.
Robin Jones.
Yes.
That passes 5-4, 5 in favor. Other matters to be considered tonight. What have we missed? Communicate, or comments from the public. Anyone here to address the administration or council? If it's a good thing, you're addressing council. If it's a bad thing, you're addressing administration.
We can handle it.
Yeah.
Yes, they can. Yeah. Yes, sir. Come on up.
My name is Bill Jones, and first of all, I'd like to thank the mayor for helping one of my neighbors to get some stone and stuff put in their backyard because of the no parking on South Market Street. So thank you very much for that. Also, I had a little bit of opportunity to meet with a person from Allen County talking about the charter that they have. Now, we didn't really get into the charter that Lima has, but he did tell me that, you know, it's a great thing for the community to have that. I still don't really understand what it is or what it will do. But one thing that that person said was, when I mentioned about the $50,000 that was to be paid to a law firm in Columbus, they kind of balked at that and felt that that was really unneeded. Because what will happen is that law firm will take 5 or 6 charters of similar city size and pick the things they think is capable for Kenton and then charge you $50,000 for that 2 hours of work. So, you know, think about, when I was at the meeting the other night at the school, you have John Swimmer and you have Brad Bailey. Now, whether they get along, I don't know. But this person said, approach them. tell them to come together and make that charter with the help of 15 people that have donated their time. They're not getting paid. I wouldn't want to see $50,000 leave this county to go to a group in Columbus. And when I went to the Midway with this, there wasn't anybody that would vote for something about $50,000. So you might really think about that. That was the only comment I had on the charter. So just some information that you might use. Okay?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yep.
Anyone else? Yes, ma'am. And you can
And
pull
you can
that
bend it
down.
down.
There you go.
My name is Molly Messer, and I want to talk about some suggestions I have about, firstly, the Halloween parade. I personally think that it would be better at night, or at least when it's darker out, because it's the Halloween parade. It should be like spooky, and it's not very spooky in the daylight. And we do the Christmas parade at night, and it's much bigger, and no one gets hurt. And then another thing is the trick or treat. The same thing with that. I think it would be better when it's at night, or at least a little dark out. But that's all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Does anyone have questions?
I do. How old are you?
What?
How old are you?
I'm 11.
In 7 years, I'd like you to run for council. Because you put together a very cogent argument, and I appreciate it.
And we'll say, that you are not the only person that feels this way. There are others, so try to get some other folks to state your case, the same case as you did.
I appreciate it, Molly. You brought up a good point.
Mm-hmm.
Well prepared.
Thank you. Is there anyone else tonight that would like to address the meeting? All right then, news media. Nothing, Tim? So then we'll go on to everyone else with the city. Chief, anything additional?
No.
Captain, anything additional? Nope. Brad, anything you can think of?
No, just
Observation?
thank you for making me feel so welcome. For 2 weeks, it's gone very smoothly, and I hope I don't change anything from saying that.
Sue? David?
No.
Thank you. No.
Lynn? All right, well, our next meeting then, Monday, October 13th. Stand by, we will have interviews right after this. And until then, we are adjourned.